Good morning, everyone. This is Team Welcoming to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 2, Episode 9. In the first thing that I've got to talk about, I did notice in the credits at the beginning of the episode that Melissa McBride, which plays Carol, which is Sophia's mother, finally got that right, and Iron Singleton, which plays T-Dog, they are still listed as guest stars. So that kind of makes me wonder if maybe they're possibly going to die before the season is actually over, or maybe it's going to be a thing like Norman Reedus, which plays Daryl. He was considered a guest star for basically all of last year. It really wasn't until the beginning of this year that he started to kind of get into the main cast credits. So, sorry, my coffee hasn't totally woken me up yet this morning. So, as for the car accident with Lori, I was kind of impressed that she was able to take out two walkers single-handedly and while she was injured, so kudos to her. But I kind of am wondering a little bit, like, exactly how much of what she got injured was from the car accident, and if maybe, like, one of the walkers actually did a little bit of damage to her. Because, when she stabbed that one walker basically through the windshield, to me there seemed to be a whole bunch of fluids that came out of, like, its skull and stuff, and I'm wondering if, some of it actually got into, like, her open pores or whatever. Like I said previously, some people might actually have an immunity to whatever it is, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe every single person doesn't just become a walker when they get infected. I'm wondering if some people it just affects their brain a little differently, like Of course, Shane is a really good example of this. And I guess now you could kind of say that maybe Lori is kind of getting into that place where she's just manipulating basically everybody to get her way. So, because you could definitely tell that there was a major mind fucked with Rick at the end of the actual episode. So, but kind of speaking on fluids, I was watching the first season again when I got my Blu-ray discs of it, and I noticed in that one that there was a whole bunch of fluid touching when people turned into walkers or whatever, like when Amy dies, basically Andrea is covered, like, in her blood and stuff. Maybe it actually takes a while for, the virus or whatever to get into the rest of the blood or whatever, but, yeah, I kinda don't know about the, fluid things because, it seems a little too iffy for me right now, so, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but, there's been a couple of times where it just seems like, it actually affects the person, sometimes it doesn't. Another good example of this is, when T-Dog, got that walker laid on him, at the beginning of this season, so. But with this actual episode, I kind of thought that the guys outside outside the bar should have actually taken the time and actually listened to what Rick had to say before they actually started the shooting. I know that they were probably a little angry at the way the world has turned, and basically two of the people that's with him got killed or whatever. But I still think that they should have at least listened to what they had to say before they started actually shooting up the place. So two of those guys kind of got what they deserved. I don't know if that one guy that got his face torn off by the walkers, if he totally deserved to be eaten alive. Okay, they can shoot him and stuff, but I think they probably should have shot him in the head or whatever. But who knows? Maybe that guy was totally devoured and became a walker himself, and will show up later in the season at the farmhouse. I don't know, but I do get to say that when his face basically got torn off, it did remind me of the South Park episode, "The Death of Chef," when the mountain lion tore his face off. So, but it really would have sucked to be that guy that was impaled on the fence when he was jumping off that building because his supposed friend just left him there. You would kind of think that that guy would take like 2 seconds or whatever and actually shoot him in the head first, but no, he just left them there. So, but somebody ripping your leg up off of a big spike like that, that really doesn't have to happen to me. So, in fact, if that never happens to me in my life, I'll consider my life to be pretty good. So, as for Herschel being pretty good with the gun, considering his attitude over not wanting to kill anybody or hurt anybody throughout season 2 here, I kind of think because of his age and stuff, I'm wondering if he was kind of like a medic in Vietnam that had just seen too much of this stuff from before, so that's kind of why he has a good knowledge of even human anatomy. I know that he has some experience with animals being a vet and stuff, but he does seem to have a little more knowledge than you would think that a normal vet would have with human anatomy, so that could also explain why he became like a heavy drinker right up until the point where Maggie was born, so. But I do kind of have to wonder something about when Herschel got back to his farm, when he went into his stepdaughter's room and actually just saw her lying on the bed and stuff. I don't know why, but I find it really creepy that her eyes were open. You kind of think that if she was in a total shock state where she basically wasn't able to do anything, people would at least close their eyes. It'd be a lot easier for when the makeup people have to go in if she turns into Walker to put actual contacts in there. Because you would kind of think that if her eyes changed shape or color or whatever, while her eyes were open, people would kind of notice. But I don't know. I just find it creepy that people kind of leave people's eyes open when they're kind of almost unconscious, because you would kind of think that their eyes would kind of dry out. And lastly, for one thing, I'm not going to be talking about Shane's thing because um, he's kind of been established as being the psychopath. So um, yeah, there's really no surprise that he was able to kind of talk Lori and coming back to the camp when Rick was still out there saying that they found him and everybody was safe back at the base camp or whatever. But um, I do have to mention that on the Talking Dead last night, they showed a sneak preview of the actual episode for next week. I don't know if I would have done exactly what Rick did. Basically, when there was a walker that was not too far away, when they were at like I don't know, like a little airport or whatever it was, where basically to get the zombie security guard to kind of run after them. He basically made a little cut on his finger in a second through the fence. Then the walker ran up to him, and he kind of he got his finger away. I'm not sure exactly if it was in enough time. I guess maybe if I really watched that part of the episode when it shows up, then maybe I could tell. But yeah, he kind of looks like he left it in there maybe like a second too long or whatever. And I'm also kind of wondering why the walker actually didn't just start running up to them on the fence as soon as he saw him. So, because you would kind of think that you would think, fresh meat, and run over there right away, but apparently he didn't. So, and yeah, I did notice that one of the little clips that they had was when Rick basically covers himself up with a zombie and kind of leaves Shane off to get attacked by that horde. So, yeah, I kind of think that their friendship might be over now. So, I think that Shane will actually survive, but I don't think that their friendship will survive too much longer. So, then again, if my best friend was sleeping with my wife, then to me anyway, the friendship would have died a long time ago. So, and yeah, with Stephen Yeun, he did kind of remind me of a short round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, but he also reminds me of I think his name is Data from not Star Trek, but the Goonies. So yeah, I just kind of thought that was a little ironic that people actually kind of thought the same way on set. So I should say the character of Glenn, not the actual actor Stephen Yeun. But well, I think I'm gonna take off for now. But before I do, I get to say that I'm really happy that they actually decided to go with some more walkers here at the end of the actual season. So it was really lacking at the beginning of the season, and hopefully when season 3 starts, they won't basically just have a whole set of walkers like in the beginning of the actual year, and then basically skimp for at least half of the season 3. So but anyways, I will see you later. So Take care.